Hi, I want to welcome you to this update for the First Presbyterian Church of Birmingham, Michigan, everybody's church, for Thursday, October 20, 2022. And where am I? Many of you may recognize this spot. I am in the archives of this church, where we keep the history, the almost 200-year history of this church. And I'm here for a couple of reasons, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But first, I want to thank you all for your generosity. I want to thank you for your generosity in supporting the life and work of this church by your pledges, your tithes, your offerings. You keep this church running, and so thank you for that generosity, but also for the generosity of what you give to others. Because every time we ask for something, you all provide. And so many of you are already providing bedding. We're looking for new bedding for the furniture bank for children, to make a difference in the lives of children and teenagers. You still have time during this week if you want to go pick something up and bring it and drop it off. So thank you to those of you who have done it and those of you who will do it. Also, this month we are supporting Lighthouse. On the screen you will see the needs that they have. And any of us who have been to the grocery store, to Target, wherever we go shop, we see the prices, and we know how difficult it is for many families to put food on the table, to put the necessities of life in their home. So we encourage you, either make a special trip or the next time you're at the store, take this list with you and pick some things up and bring them in, and we'll make sure they get to families in need. Now, the big thing coming up is a week from tomorrow, which is the 28th of October, is the final day to sign up for Senior Adventurers DSO concert, which is on the 4th. And so it's just the concert's the 4th, but you need to sign up by a week from tomorrow to go to the concert. It should be a great one, and have lunch. So consider doing that. Now, why am I in here? There are several reasons. First, coming up on the 30th of this month is All Saints Sunday, where we remember the saints of this church who have died in the last year. And unfortunately, we have added one more to that list, and that is Bob Morrill. Bob was a longtime active member of this church. His service will be November 4th, Friday, at 1 p.m. for those of you who want to come to that and celebrate his life. We also mourn with Shelley Amick on the death of her mother, and her mother's service will be here at 11 a.m. on the 4th. Now, for All Saints Sunday, we light a candle for those members of our church who have died in the past year. But we have something different and unique coming up for those of you who want to remember a friend, a family member who's not a member of this church on All Saints Sunday. So come and be part of that. That is on the 30th. The second reason I'm here is because on the 6th of November, which is Kirking Sunday, and you'll get to see my knees in my kilt on Kirking Sunday. We'll tell you more about that the next couple of weeks. But there will be a discussion of this book, How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram Kendi. This is one of those sort of fundamental books. If you want to understand more about race and race relations in the United States, pick it up, read it. There will be a discussion after church led by the director of the Baldwin Library. And I say I'm here because of this book, because remember, our history is that we were started by abolitionists, people who believed in the full equality of all people. And so because of that, we need to continue thinking and learning about how we can make that equality a reality as followers of Jesus Christ. Now, the last reason I'm here, so I'll just sort of settle in here. We're going to chat. Is that I know this time, the last 6 months, a year, has been a time of great transition here in the life of the church. And transitions always make people uncomfortable, a little bit nervous, especially coming on the heels of COVID and all that we went through with lockdowns and reopenings and people being sick. But I'm here in Archives as a reminder that God has always sent the right people at the right time to lead and guide this church. God has always sent the right Christian educators and pastors and associate pastors and administrators and building managers and custodians and members. God has always sent the right people at the right time so that the life and work of this church can continue to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ, continue to feed the hungry and clothe the naked, can continue to be a witness to God's kingdom here in Birmingham, in the Detroit metro area, and around the world. And so, I know sometimes this can all be nervous, but this is a place that reminds us God is faithful. God is faithful to this church, to us. And here is my phone number, 210-508-0184, 210-508-0184. I hope you have a fabulous day. It's supposed to be a bit chilly, so dress up if you're going out. Stay warm. And may God's blessings be with you now and always. Bye.